Why am I unhitching my camper on the side of the road? Stay tuned and find out. Uh-oh, what now? Well, I had a little tire issue coming back from Long Point and Sebastian Inlet, so I gotta remove the trailer so I can access the spare tire. Can't get to the bumper like that with the trailer in the way, so we had to disconnect the trailer and lower the spare tire so we can install it. And we put out our safety markers. And here you can take a look at the tire on the left side. It's a little higher than the side on the right. You can see it's bulging there. And here's another angle. You can see where I got it the other side of the tire. You can see it's low and flat on this side, but on the right side, it's bulging and round. So this is what created a vibration as I was driving down the road. And once I hit the highway, it was pretty severe, so I couldn't continue. So here I am getting a air compressor out, my Via air compressor, to pump up the spare tire. It's a little bit low. Make sure it's at the right PSI. And this is one of the reasons I always carry a floor jack in my truck, so I can easily jack up my truck if I need to get underneath, whatever the reason. And it was very convenient that I found this overpass because they have extra pavement on the side, so I could avoid laying in this sloppy, wet mud. I mean, it was a rainy day, remember? At Long Point, there was like a hurricane approaching or a tropical storm, so it was a washout. So the ground was saturated. So it was nice and convenient to have the floor jack and the hard ground so we could jack it up without having to lay in the wet grass. And don't forget about that impact wrench. That cordless impact wrench is definitely a must to have for situations just like this. And here I am finishing the job to take off the lug nuts on the wheels so we can get the wheel off. A couple of things to notice is that how I jacked up the truck. I didn't jack it up really high, just enough clearance to get the tire out, so I don't have to really carry it much or pull it off and have it drop. And when I come to put the spare back on, I don't have to lift it up as high, and I can easily adjust the jack to whatever I need. This wheel is 2 inches smaller than the stock tire. The stock wheel is 20 inches and these are 18, so they're a couple of inches smaller. So you can see how I'm struggling here. I got to line up the lug nuts and lift it up, and these tires are very heavy. That 20-inch wheel, when I stood next to it, was up to my waist without any issue at all. It was amazing how big it was. You never realize how big and heavy these heavy-duty truck wheels are. Super heavy. All right, here I sped it up so it wouldn't take so long to get the lug nuts on. I'm putting them on by hand, and then I'll use the impact to spin them up and snug them. And then once I get them snug, I'll use a lug wrench to get them even tighter. I don't want to over tighten them, so I'm not going to use the impact wrench. It'd be better to use a torque wrench to do it to the correct specs, but I don't have one, so I'm going to have to use my lug wrench to tighten them. As you can see, the tire started to spin, so I can't tighten it, so I had to lower the jack a little so the tire touched the ground, and then I can tighten them all the way. And notice now I'm tightening the opposite lug nut, crisscrossing across the pattern to tighten the rim on evenly, so to make sure the tire gets snug on all sides. All right, well, that's all done. Time to hitch back up so we can get back on the road and get home. And here's one of the benefits of having a backup camera. you can line that ball right up and put it right back where it was. So if you like the video, guys, hit the thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more content like this, please subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified when I upload the next video. Thanks for watching RV Weekends. We'll see you next time.